Which insurance companies are the hardest to settle with? Coming in at number 5, we've got Farmers Insurance. I'll tell you what, for a while, they were pretty easy to settle with. They were very generous and understandable when it came down to settlement time. But lately, in the last year, they have tightened up their purse or their pocketbook or their wallet a little bit tighter. Coming in at number 4 is Progressive. So Progressive, if you actually have a strong case with a significant amount of injuries, they are usually easy to settle with. It's just lately, if your injuries are not as significant and your medical bills are somewhere in the middle, you may have a tough time getting a good settlement with Progressive. Coming in at number 3, we have Allstate. Now, I used to have Allstate at the top of this list as the hardest insurance company to settle with. But over the last couple of years, I'm starting to see that they're bringing a little bit more of fair offers to our clients. Why I think that happened is that they probably got popped in a courtroom a bunch of times, and now they're trying to readjust their strategy of the way they handle these claims. Number 2 is Geico Insurance. Similar to Progressive, if you have significant injuries, you're going to have an easier time settling out a case without having to file a lawsuit. But in the last year, they have also really tightened up their wallet, and it's becoming harder to settle with Geico. Partially why this is because they have a lot of money and they have plenty of lawyers on their teams. So if you want to file a lawsuit, they're ready to go. And coming in at number 1, the worst insurance company on the face of the earth, in my experience, State Farm. Not only are they incredibly difficult to communicate with now, where it takes almost an hour plus more to even file a claim, or when it comes down to getting your property damage fixed, it takes forever to get them to handle your property damage. If you send them an email, you leave them a voicemail, you send them a text, they don't respond back to you. But then when it comes down to settling out a case, they're terrible. They want to give you these lowball offers because they come into every claim, at least in my experience, where they basically say, we're going to give everybody a lowball offer. And if we get popped in a courtroom here and there, it's well worth it. Go ahead and file a lawsuit against us. We're ready to go. You're not going to get a fair offer from us. I'll give you one example. We had a client where she was not at fault for the accident. She broke her wrist. She was left with a scar on her wrist. And we sent the medical bills to State Farm. She had to get surgery. There was like $100,000 in medical bills. And this woman was left on a scar on her wrist. And State Farm goes, here's $500. Crazy, right? Well, in this specific case, we did file a lawsuit, and they immediately started calling us saying, okay, we'll give you the full policy limits. So a lot of times with State Farm and other insurance companies, you file a lawsuit and all of a sudden they change their tune. Hope this video has been helpful to you. If you were involved in a car accident, you would like a free case evaluation, you can text me at 832-925-2030, or you can go to texascaraccidents.com. God bless you and have a good day.
Now I gotta get up. Oh, wow.